Hey, everybody, I'm John Granato, and that's Josh Jordan. You can hear me mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. You can hear him Sunday mornings on Moneyline. You can also see his work at sportsmaphouston.com. He's the editor. And, oh, by the way, hit subscribe right now so you get all of this stuff, which he works on for us as well. The Texans, Josh, coming off PR nightmare. But one bright spot has been the positive press surrounding Lovie Smith. In a similar way, the Astros were able to bounce back from a scandal in 2019 because they had Dusty Baker. How much can Lovie Smith help the Texans rehabilitate their image?
I think massively. I mean, with the media, I think with players, I think with, front office guys across the league, it seems like everybody loves Lovie Smith. I mean, hence the name, I guess, right? He's so likable. I watched him on the Pat McAfee show, and I mean, it was like he was doing stand-up. I mean, they were just clapping and screaming, and everything Lovie said, they were just eating it up. When's the last time we had that kind of feeling with the Texans? And Pat McAfee even said, I'm going to be rooting for you, Lovie. I think there's going to be a sense of across the league that people are going to be rooting for Lovie to have success.
No, I agree. I think he's very likable. He said all of the right things, and he ain't afraid now to say, no, I ain't doing that. First of all, Josh McCown is not on this roster, and I owe the Texans an apology because I thought that he would definitely be on this staff and he would be the coach in waiting. And you know what? It's almost you can't have that if you're the head coach knowing that guy is on that staff. You don't know if he's on your team or if he's on Team Easterby and Caserio, so you just can't have that. And Lovie was like, no, I'm picking my own staff. Big ups to Lovie for that. And now the headset stuff, Lovie says, hey, no. Nick Caserio is not going to be on the headsets. Now, I've heard a lot of folks say, hey, Lovie could be one and done here, and Josh McCown can move in. Lovie might be moving in that direction if he keeps pissing Nick Caserio off, won't he?
It's something to be concerned about. Like, nobody's really pushed back until Lovie. David Culley, no way. He wasn't pushing back. Lovie's just kind of got this relaxed demeanor and, everything's cool and, we'll deal with that when we have to deal with that. And he's his own dude, picking his own staff. McCown not being on the staff, like you said. And the big one with the headsets, he went on Rich Eisen, and then on Pat McAfee, he was asked again. And he was just like, yeah, we don't plan on that. That's not something we dealt with in the past when I've been a head coach. And we feel like we can handle it, us, the coaches, on game day.
I think that Lovie might become a favorite, and Lovie is, let's face it, is Lovie the face of the franchise right now?
I think he absolutely is now. It's been Nick Caserio for the last year and a half. You have to wonder if that might ruffle his feathers a little bit, or if it's something maybe Nick welcomes, like, hey, we got a leader in the building, a coach that guys are going to want to come play for, somebody that'll push back a little bit.
Yeah, and I think the fans will like it that he's got some pushback in him, that it's not all, we all stand in for what Jack Easterby and Nick Caserio tell us. Lovie says, I got some pelts in here too. And I wonder, you think he fell into Lovie? I mean, because he couldn't hire Josh McCown, and I don't know that he wanted to hire Brian Flores, especially with the lawsuits and the fact that Brian Flores pushed back on his GM in Miami. I'm not sure that Lovie just didn't fall into this thing.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, right? If it's the right decision, ultimately it's the right decision. So we'll have to give credit to Nick for that. In some aspect. In some ways, the Astros fell into Dusty Baker. They weren't planning on hiring another manager until the scandal broke, and they had to, go to plan B. So, and Nick could have ultimately, I guess, picked somebody else, but Lovie just seemed to make so much sense. So, man, I think maybe he got a little lucky, yes, but that's okay. Us Texans fans, we could use a little luck, man. It's been a bad couple years, John.
Yeah, no question. We need some luck. Listen, and Lovie's going to be around. They cannot look like idiots again. They just can't look like idiots again, getting rid of Lovie right away. They've got to stick this one out. Let it play out. If he doesn't win, it's because he doesn't have players. But you know what? Then you can fire him. If he shows that he can't win when you start to get some good players in here, then okay, I get it. But after this Culley, the way that they handled that whole thing, Lovie's going to get his shot, and I'm glad.
Yeah, the blowback would be massive if they fired him after one season.